The White House has put a freeze on federal grants and loans. That's according to an internal memo sent by the White House Budget Office yesterday. The pause potentially impacts trillions of dollars in government spending and halts public programs that affect millions of Americans. It also blocks the issuance of new grants. This memo specifies the pause will not affect Social Security or Medicare benefits. It also won't impact assistance provided directly to individuals.